Sorry, that was for the wife. She said I needed a posture thing because when she grabs the image shot for the YouTube videos all the time, it's me going like, or yeah. So that's for her. Pesquié. Yeah, Pesquié Exchange, I get it. But the Chateau brothers do such great work. We can't help ourselves. When the wines are this great, for this kind of d'Argent, you got to do what you got to do, man. We have to sell you the best wines on the planet at the best prices, and that's what we got here today. But not just any wine. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. 30 years that Eric Solomon, the importer, has worked with the famous Chateau Pesquié. To celebrate this wonderful moment, Eric, working with the brothers, selected a special cuvée of their Terrasses bottling. So this isn't your regular Pesquié Terrasse, which is usually one of the greatest values in the Rhône Valley, blah, 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 blah. No, this is the special Chateau Pesquié Terrasses 2022, 30th anniversary selection. What makes it special? Eric went in with the brothers and did a culling and decided on, the usual blend is 60 Grenache, 40 Syrah. For this special anniversary bottling, they're going 50-50 Grenache and Syrah. So a touch more Syrah in here, which gives the wine a bit more gravitas, let's be honest. Kind of kicks up the volume a little bit, and I'm sure when they were going through the different tanks of wines that were an option for Les Terrasses, that he kind of probably cherry-picked a couple of the top tanks. The Grenache ages in tank and in foudre, like big barrels, etc. And I think the Syrah cuvée ages in smaller but neutral French oak barrels, older French oak barrels to compose this cuvée, which is absolutely singing in 2022. Actually, this one I almost prefer to the bottle we opened earlier. There's a touch less Syrah on the nose, which I always want. I don't want the Syrah to just like tamp everything down. And Syrah can do that once in a while, like Malbec can. Some of these grape varieties are very, very, in the way, very dominant, very, I'm going to run you over. And this time around, this bottle is much more expressive aromatically from a Grenache standpoint, which yeah, I prefer. There it is on the palate. When we first had this wine, it's an old soul. This wine reminded me of the old days, like truly like a throwback wine to the 90s. Maybe that's what Eric was thinking when he was putting this together, because the Pesquié wines in the 90s had more power. There was more oomph behind them, right? That was the whole quote Parker thing, right? So everyone was kind of like pushing up the volume, kind of dialing it up. But there was always a charming rusticity to the Pesquié wines of the 90s. Here we have that volume and a little hint of that rusticity with the extra Syrah in the blend, but these are much, much, much more refined bottles than the ones that the brothers' parents were making in the 90s, which, by the way, were still amazing, still phenomenal. I still remember the Bordeaux-shaped bottle. I remember that deep kind of reddish-brown label, very distinctive wine, and they've kind of modernized, but they have not lost touch with the domain, with the property, with the soul of the estate. All that is there. But the wines are even just finer and better now. But this one does kind of flash me back a little bit to the 90s. Which I am not complaining about at all. This wine got me through some tough, lean times a long time ago. Freshly married, no money, living in an apartment. Drink buckets of this stuff and still drink it today. What a phenomenal, phenomenal deal. So 93 points from Jeb Dunnick, which, by the way, he also reviewed the standard cuvée of Terrasses in 2022 and gave that one 91 points. So Eric made a selection that's actually 2 points better. 93 points from Jeb Dunnick in 2022 in the Rhône Valley. What does that mean? This is getting the same score as Genasse, Chateauneuf, Beaurenard, Chateauneuf, some heavy, heavy, heavyweight wines. And that's the thing. These guys have always over-delivered. Then when you pile on the fact that they selected this special cuvée for the 30th anniversary and delivered again, by the way, for the same price, unbeatable. I love this stuff. Ugh. always a thrill. Terrasses, man. It's like eggs, bacon, milk, terrasses. But this time, it's like really good. Eggs, bacon, and milk. That made no sense. Absolutely stunning wine. I think it still was $17. I don't know. You'll see it when you click down below to buy it. You'll see it. Everybody needs a case of this in their cellar. The ultimate, as one of our employees here says, the ultimate cellar saver. Keeps you from busting out those $50 wines. Drink this on a weeknight and be like, thank you. So kudos, Eric Solomon. Happy anniversary to Solomon and the relationship with the Pesquié family or the Pesquié winery. And keep on trucking.